As you already know, I think the Forerunner Saga is a great series of books. It brings a fresh perspective on the story of Halo, and as I've said this before as well, it proves that Halo is much more than just a first-person shooter. It really sheds new light on the mystery of the Forerunners as well, because before the Forerunner Saga we didn't really know too much about them. But with the introduction of the Forerunner Saga, we know much more about them, and it still keeps the mystery about them as well, if that makes sense. It makes the story of the Forerunners more fascinating, if anything. Now, I think that Halo Silentium is the best book out of the three. I think it truly is the best book out of the three, because, like I said in my review of Halo Silentium, I believe that the book truly gives you a great sense of just how dire the situation for the Forerunners becomes. It shows just how dark the conflict against the Flood is. It really just gives you a sense of desperation that the Forerunners are experiencing. Now, I found out recently that there's actually a hidden epilogue for Halo Silentium called Halo Rebirth, and for a while, I didn't actually know about this. I only came across it recently. So, to access this Halo, the epilogue for Halo Silentium, you have to find these codes at the beginning of each chapter in Silentium, and then you unlock it in Halo Waypoint. So, when I finally got around to actually listening to this epilogue, I have to say it was one of the best epilogues I've ever heard for a Halo story, because it gives you so much content in this one epilogue. What we get, oh, by the way, spoilers, so if you haven't listened to Halo Rebirth yet, then, well, go listen to it first. Okay. In Halo Rebirth, we get the reintroduction process. It's told from the point of Ryza. Now, if you don't remember Ryza is one of the main human characters of the Forerunner Saga. Now, he sees the reintroduction of several species across the galaxy to be reseeded from his point of view. He has a few last words with the Born Stellar Didacts before they go their separate ways, and I think that particular moment there, where he has a few last moments with Born Stellar, I think that that was a good thing. That was really a good part, because I think the chemistry between characters from Born Stellar to Chakas to Ryza, that chemistry was great. It was written perfectly. So I'm glad that we got like a last farewell between the Born Stellar Didact and Ryza. So I'm glad we got that. Also, one of my favourite moments in the epilogue is actually the trial of Mendicant Bias. Or is it Mendicant Bias? I mean, for a long time I've always said Mendicant Bias, but it could be Mendicant. So let's just stick with Mendicant Bias. If I'm wrong, then I'm sure someone will tell me. Okay. Here we get the trial of Mendicant Bias, and it was quite fascinating, because, especially the description of the trial, because at the end of it, he's encased in this coffin, this kind of like a tomb, in the desert beneath the sand. Now, if you remember from the Halo trailer for the upcoming Xbox One, Master Chief was walking through a desert, and this massive machine rises from the sand. Now, personally, I think that machine is either going to be Mendicant Bias, or some kind of, or this guard for Mendicant Bias. Like, this machine is guarding the tomb to Mendicant Bias. So, I don't know. I mean, it might not have any link at all to the AI. Maybe it doesn't have any link at all to Mendicant Bias at all. It could just be completely coincidental. But personally, I think that machine has got something to do with Mendicant Bias. I think there's a strong possibility of that, if anything. Now, one really nice moment in the epilogue is Riser, I think, yeah, Riser suggests that they have some kind of like a wake for the death of the old galaxy, but also like a kind of like a celebration for the upcoming new galaxy. And we get to see all of these species and even the Forerunners sort of mingle together, and it's almost like kind of like a party in a way. And I thought that was really interesting because in the Forerunner saga, the Forerunners see themselves as almost like gods compared to all the other species. They see themselves as superior in every sense. And in this moment, after the devastating Forerunner Flood War, we see the Forerunners mingle with the other species on equal terms, on equal common ground. And I think that was a nice moment, I think. And I think that this epilogue, we got so much content in this little epilogue. It was just incredible. It's a welcome addition to the story of Halo Silentium and just the story of the Forerunner saga as a whole. And I think that for anyone who hasn't listened to Halo Rebirth yet, listen to it. It's worth your time. You know, I can't really say a bad thing about it. It's that good. I mean, I don't have any complaints about Halo Rebirth. I think that it's a good. If you love the Forerunner saga, you have to listen to Halo Rebirth because, like I said, it is really worth your time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.